Check this out.
Do you think
Check this out. This is one of the experts that the Democrats sent in. This is an expert, boys.
men can get pregnant?
What do you say?
Do you think that men can get pregnant?
Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't.
I hesitate to answer that. What the fuck do you mean? How can you be an expert and you can't say something along the lines of, no, men cannot get pregnant. Biological men cannot get pregnant, period. It's not fucking difficult. It's not hard, but this is an expert. This is a fucking expert. This is this person right here. You want to know why people don't trust experts? It's because this is what people see when you send in an expert. This is it.
Sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many.
Identities is just feelings. It doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, your identity is just your feeling. That doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter to science, and it doesn't matter to medicine. It doesn't. Okay? It doesn't at all. Your biological sex means more than anything else. And that's why even if you are trans and you're going into and you need like surgery or something of that nature, you still need to tell them that you are in fact a biological man or a biological woman, because the type of treatment that you're going to receive or the type of medicine that you're going to need is completely different.
Women.
Fuck, dude.
I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well,
You weren't sure where he's going with that. It's pretty fucking simple. It's pretty simple, okay? Women can get pregnant. Men cannot. Period. That's all there is to it. Right? If you're trans, it is what it is. Why are we pussyfooting around this? Like there are several trans people that I've seen online that have actually openly said, "Hey, I'm not one of these like crazy motherfuckers that think that, oh yeah, I am a woman, or oh no, I am a man." Like, no, I know I'm biologically a woman, but I feel better like this. And that's perfectly a-okay because they're not fucking delusional. But to sit here and try to change science and try to change language to the point where it's completely false because you want to try and make people, you're trying to like dance around people's feelings and people's emotions and discredit or discard or disregard any kind of like actual anatomy and any kind of actual science for the sake of people's feelings and their emotional response is stupid. If we did that, Pluto would be a fucking planet. And it's not. Even though everybody, whenever that news came out, everybody fucking hated Neil deGrasse Tyson because Pluto's not a fucking planet. But here's the thing, you know what Neil deGrasse Tyson said? Did he say, oh no, dude, everybody's feelings? Oh, dude, people are feeling feelings. They're feeling, oh no, dude, Pluto needs to be a planet because everybody says that it needs to be a planet, so it has to be. We'll disregard any kind of science or anything like that. We're going to disregard that for people's feelings. No, you know what he said? He basically said, go fuck yourself. It's not a fucking planet.
is this the truth? So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality.
Yeah.
You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics.
Absolutely.
So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
Can men get pregnant?
Many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
Can men get pregnant?
Again, identity doesn't mean anything, right? Because when you identify as something, that's just your feeling. It doesn't matter. Like, you can have these feelings and you can identify however the fuck you want. That isn't the problem. The problem is that you have these fucking experts and this doctor who is dancing around these feelings and avoiding actual scientific or anatomy or anything like this to dance around feelings. This isn't the case. This isn't what needs to be done. This is delusional behavior. We need to stop this shit. And here's the thing, doctors like this need to have their fucking license stripped. A doctor can look at their individual patient and be like, okay, you identify as a woman. Hey, that's okay. That's fine. I respect that. That's cool. However, you are in fact a biological man and I hate to break it to you, but you have, testicular torsion, for example, right? Just because you identify as a woman does not mean that you don't have diseases or anything like, or any kind of like a physical things that happen to only men. That you can't just disregard this shit. This is the dumbest fucking thing. Honestly, her license should be stripped for this. And it's really wild that her license isn't going to be stripped for this.
Again, as I'm saying,
Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago.
Mhm.
Science and evidence should control, not politics.
True. Absolutely true. Yes. Yes. Science and research needs to supersede anything political or anything like that. Any kind of political ideology. It definitely should. And I think that anybody who's in the sciences or is in the medical field, your political beliefs and everything like that needs to come second to science and anything else. 100%. However, it won't. All the research that is ever done, here's the thing, boys. All the research that you see by these so-called experts, a lot of the times they are bought out by politicians or they're bought out by something else. If you think that scientists and experts can't be bought, you're a fucking moron. They 100% can. You can just take a look back in history. At one point in time, people thought it was healthy to smoke cigarettes because the experts said it was, because doctors said it was. And if you think that shit's still not happening today, you're a fucking moron. It is. I'm telling you that it is. They are being, research and scientists are being bought out or being bought and funded to be set to have a certain conclusion. And if they don't have that conclusion, they're not going to be funded anymore. They're not going to be giving any more money. This is what happens.
So, can men get pregnant? You're a doctor, I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives.
It does.
And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
It's not complex. It's really not fucking complex. It isn't. There's nothing complex about this. Okay. Yes. When you start introducing people's emotions and feelings into the equation, yes, it's complex. However, in this instance, their emotions and their feelings does not matter. It does not matter in this situation. And for this question, people's feelings and emotions do not fucking matter. That's what's making it complex, is people's emotions and feelings. Science does not give a flying fuck about your feelings or your emotions. There's facts and there's myths. Okay? That's all there is. There's no in between. There's facts, there's myths. I guess the in between is facts that we haven't discovered yet. That's probably the in between.
I'm trying to get, it's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity.
That's a big word. Oh, that's a big word. Oh, that's a big word. Guys, we're going to learn a new word here today. Okay, yeah. Truthfulness, honesty, or accuracy, referring to the quality of being true or adhering to facts, often used when questioning the reliability of a statement, story, or person. Damn, veracity. Hey, word of the week, boys. Word of the week. We're learning.
Professional and as a scientist, can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question, it sounds like.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have.
Oh,
a
Jesus
conversation with
Christ,
you
dude.
That is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and.
Why is this polarizing? Why is the simple fact that biological men cannot get pregnant? Why is that polarizing? Brother, how fucking far have we fallen? to where that's not polarizing. It shouldn't be polarizing. It shouldn't be. Holy shit, dude.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask, I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men. We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's
damn, that's a lot. 11%? That's a
22
lot.
times greater than the FDA label. Another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe we're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm
quit
also somebody
licking.
who's here to
Stop the licking.
represent the complex
Get up here.
experiences
You
of
get
my
up here.
patients, and I don't think
Oh,
polarizing
Milo.
language
Oh, Milo,
or
buddy.
questions
Goodness.
serve that
Oh, you're
goal.
so
I don't
little.
think they serve the American
Oh, your
It is
little
not
legs.
polarizing to
Oh,
say
your
that
little
there is a
legs. Oh, your
scientific
little
difference
legs.
between men and
Oh, your
women. I
little
want
leg-
this to
oh,
be
your
clear
little
and for
legs.
the record. It is not
And you're
polarizing
jumping
to
down.
say that
You wanted to come
women
up here,
are a
now you're jumping down.
biological reality and should be treated and protected as such.
Yeah.
That is not polarizing. That is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women.
True.
And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to science, to public trust, and yes, to constitutional protections for women as women. And I think it's extraordinary that you would
want all the attention.
advance a political agenda that has been thoroughly discredited and rejected by the American people.
It
in
has.
this forum.
Definitely has.
I'm glad we had this exchange. Because
I'm actually really glad that the majority of American people have decided to just say, go fuck yourself. We're not, this is dumb.
it is exceptionally clarifying. It is also in many ways.
It makes me feel like the world is actually healing. It does. It makes me feel like the world is actually healing. That our nation is actually healing, and we're just done with this shit.